Have you ever walked past a mirror, caught a glimpse of your silhouette, and thought just for a split second, when did I start looking so heavy? I'm not talking about the scale. I'm talking about that mysterious downward pull that seems to happen after 60. We've all been told the rules: cut it short, keep it sensible, and for heaven's sake, don't try too hard. But here's the secret the beauty industry won't tell you. A bad haircut is like wearing a sweater 2 sizes too big. It weighs you down, hides your spark, and frankly adds years you haven't even lived yet. Today we're tossing the sensible rulebook out the window. We are looking at 5 sophisticated research-backed haircuts that don't just hide at age. They use the physics of light and lift to bring the focus back to your eyes and your smile. It's not about looking 20 again, it's about looking like the most vibrant, lifted version of the woman you are right now. Let's find your new signature look. Cut 1. The Softened Pixie with crown volume. This isn't your grandmother's wash and wear crop. The Softened Pixie is a masterclass in architectural hair design, specifically engineered for the changes in bone structure that occur after 60. As we age, the soft tissues of the face naturally shift downward. A blunt or flat haircut mirrors that downward pull, making the face appear tired. The Softened Pixie works on the principle of vertical displacement. By keeping the hair short and tapered around the ears and neck, but maintaining height and shattered layers at the top, we move the viewer's focal point from the jawline up to the eyes and forehead. Key technical elements to look out for. The crown lift. The crown is the highest point of your skull. Adding just 1-2 inches of textured volume here creates an elongated silhouette. This trick mimics a more youthful, upright posture and stretches the appearance of the neck. The ear reveal. Showing a bit of the ear or using a soft whisper of hair in front of it breaks up the width of the face, which is vital if you feel your face has become fuller or lost its angularity. Ensure your stylist uses the tips of the shears rather than cutting a straight line. This creates negative space between the strands, allowing the hair to move and look airy rather than static. Many women find their hair thinning at the temples or the part line. A Softened Pixie allows you to sweep hair forward and upward, camouflaging sparse areas while looking intentional and chic. It signals confidence, the idea that you aren't hiding behind a curtain of hair, but instead you are highlighting your best features. When styling at home, avoid heavy waxes. Use a lightweight volumizing mousse on damp hair and a small round brush to pull the hair up and back at the crown. This ensures the lift lasts all day. Cut 2. The Boti, otherwise known as the Collarbone Bob. If the Pixie is the sporty convertible of haircuts, the Boti, our chic shorthand for the bottleneck tickler, is the luxury Italian sedan. It's sleek, it's sophisticated, and it has just enough room to turn heads at the grocery store or a gala. Forget the chin-length bob. For women 60 plus, the chin can be a sensitive area. Gravity likes to settle there. But the collarbone is timeless. It's one of the most elegant parts of the female silhouette. By hitting exactly at the collarbone, this cut creates a horizontal anchor that draws the eye away from the jawline and down to the grace of the neck and shoulders. It's like a built-in frame for your favorite pearl necklace or a vibrant silk scarf. The Boti isn't just a blunt chop. To make it Boti-licious, we use internal ghost layers. These are layers hidden underneath the top canopy of hair. They act like a push-up bra for your hair. They provide swing and kick without making the ends look thin or wispy. By skimming the collarbone, the Boti masks any concerns about the neck settling that happens in our 60s, providing a soft, blurred background that makes the skin look smoother. Don't go for the pin-straight, flat-ironed look that can look a bit harsh. Instead, use a large barrel iron to flip the ends just slightly in or out. The Boti rule: if it touches your shoulders, it's a bob. If it tickles your collarbone, it's a Boti. And the Boti is where the party is. Cut 3. The internal layered mid-length. This section is dedicated to the long hair rebellion. There's an outdated, unwritten rule that once a woman hits 60, the long hair has to go. Well, we're here to say, keep the length, just lose the weight. The reason long hair can sometimes age us isn't the length itself, it's the drag. Heavy, one-length hair acts like a literal anchor, pulling the features of the face downward and making fine lines more apparent. The internal layered mid-length is the scientific solution. It's about creating invisible architecture that allows you to keep that feminine length while getting a visual lift. Unlike the choppy layers of the 90s, internal layers, or ghost layers, are cut into the midsections of the hair, hidden beneath the top canopy. They remove the bulk that makes hair look like a heavy curtain. It creates air between the strands. When you move, the hair has a youthful bouncy swing rather than just hanging there. As hair texture changes and sometimes becomes more porous or wiry with age, traditional surface layers can look frizzy. Internal layering keeps the surface smooth while providing the volume we crave. This cut usually sits 2–3 inches below the collarbone. It's long enough to put into a chic messy bun or a sophisticated French twist, but short enough that it doesn't overwhelm a petite frame. Don't reach for the curling iron to make tight ringlets that can look a bit pageant. Instead, use a flat iron or a large wand to create a soft S shape away from the face. This opens up the cheekbones and makes the hair look naturally thick and healthy. Cut 4. The soft fringe or bangs. If there were a holy grail of haircuts for women over 60, this is it. In the industry, we jokingly call a well-executed soft fringe the salon Botox. Why? Because it's the most strategic, non-invasive way to instantly refresh your entire face. As we age, we often become conscious of forehead lines or 11 furrows between the brows. Many women try to hide these with heavy makeup, which actually settles into the lines and makes them look deeper. The soft fringe does the opposite. It provides a physical veil that softens the upper third of the face. By cutting a fringe that skims the eyebrows, you create a sharp horizontal line that frames the eyes. Suddenly, the viewer isn't looking at your forehead, they are looking directly into your eyes. Avoid the toddler blunt. A thick straight-across cut can look too harsh and actually push the features of your face downward. Go for the bottleneck fringe. This is the gold standard for 60 plus. It's shorter in the center and curves longer toward the cheekbones, like the neck of a bottle. The longer edges of the fringe blend into your side layers, softening crow's feet and highlighting your cheekbones. As hair thins at the hairline, a common concern in our 60s, a soft fringe pulls hair forward from deeper on the scalp. This creates the illusion of a much thicker mane right where people notice it most, at the front. But I don't want to style bangs every day. Here is the secret. You only have to style the fringe. If the rest of your hair is in a ponytail or a clip, a styled soft fringe makes it look like you spent an hour on your hair. Use a large round brush and blow dry downward first, then side to side. This breaks the cowlick and ensures the fringe lays flat and silky. Cut 5. The asymmetrical graduated bob. If you're the woman who still wears a leather jacket, loves a bold red lip, or simply refuses to fade into the background, this is your cut. The asymmetrical graduated bob is the ultimate style statement for the woman 60 plus, who wants to look current, not just young. As we age, our faces naturally become less symmetrical. It's just a fact of life. A perfectly even, blunt haircut can actually highlight those tiny imbalances. Asymmetry is the artistic solution. By having one side slightly longer than the other, you create a diagonal visual interest that keeps the eye moving. It's a classic trick used in architecture and fashion to create a sense of modernity and motion. The graduated lift graduated simply means the back is stacked slightly shorter than the front. The neckline, by clearing the hair off the nape of the neck, you create a long, elegant line. The jawline, the longer pieces in the front, act like contours, hugging the jaw and providing a sharp, defined edge where we often feel we've lost it. This cut looks incredible on silver or salt and pepper hair, because the varied lengths show off the natural highlights and lowlights of gray hair. There is something inherently cool about an asymmetrical cut. It signals that you are someone who keeps up with trends but adapts them to your own sophisticated taste. One of the best ways to wear this is to tuck the shorter side behind your ear. This reveals your cheekbone and earring on one side, while the longer side provides a soft, slimming curtain on the other. At the end of the day, a haircut is so much more than just a few inches of hair on the salon floor. It's about how you feel when you catch your reflection in a shop window. It's about the bounce in your step when your hair finally matches the energy you still feel inside. We've looked at 5 ways to use geometry, light, and a little bit of rebellions to lift your features, but the real lift comes from your confidence. Whether you choose the daring asymmetrical bob or the timeless Boti, remember that looking younger isn't about chasing a version of yourself from 30 years ago. It's about being the most vibrant, polished, and present version of the woman you are at 60, 70, and beyond. You've earned your wisdom. Now let's make sure your hair tells the world you're just getting started. If today's video helped you see your reflection in a new light, please hit that subscribe button and join our community of women who believe that style has no expiration date. Now I have a question for you. Which of these 5 looks made you say, "That's the one," or is there a feature you're still struggling to highlight? Let's start a conversation in the comments below. I read every single one. This is Elegance After 60, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay vibrant.